The internet blew up over revelations that Alec Baldwin's wife Hilaria may be putting on a fake accent.
We're going to go to España to see my family.
So is the star really from Spain, like she claims?
I have dedicated my entire educational career to teaching people how to fake foreign accents.
Hilaria Baldwin, Hilaria Baldwin, Hilaria Baldwin.
We're breaking down all the controversy right here on Famous Fakers.
Hilaria Baldwin, born Hilary Thomas, shot to prominence in 2012 when the yoga entrepreneur married Alec Baldwin.
For years as Baldwin's wife, Hilaria would post about her life on social media, often covering everything from fitness to her many pregnancies and her upbringing in Spain.
But people have suggested that she has been faking her charming accent.
For some reason, people have started to question where I come from.
Countless Instagram posts and tweets since 2012 have touted her and her family's link to Spain. She often even writes entire tweets in Spanish. And when asked by followers what's up with that, this was her response. Because I spent a lot of my childhood in Spain. My fam lives there. Thanks, Hills.
After her wedding to Alec, where Hilaria wore a veil that she said was inspired by her Spanish roots, the new bride did several interviews gushing about her new life.
I like being a wife. Married life is really nice.
In every one, she presented this mix of Spanish and American accents.
Something really simple, I don't like drama.
Even Alec himself has been quick to parody the way his wife speaks.
See.
Even claiming she was indeed from Spain on The Late Show back in 2013.
My wife is from Spain. I have to pee every 5 minutes. I can't believe it.
So with the newfound spotlight, Hilaria seemed to lean into her Spanishness.
And in 2013, Latina magazine named Hilaria one of the best dressed Latinas of the week, an article she and Alec were quick to retweet on their Twitters.
Later that same year, Hilaria confirmed she was raising her daughter bilingually. The entire world seemed to fully embrace Hilaria en España.
But when you start to ask for details about Hilaria's childhood, things start to unravel.
In spite of numerous publications claiming the star was born in Spain, she was actually born in Boston, Massachusetts, to parents Catherine Hayward, and there never was a whiter name than David Thomas.
Her mother, Catherine, worked as a doctor in Massachusetts for most of her life, and her father, David, was a practicing attorney. But he did also have a degree in Spanish literature.
The couple did move to Spain in 2011 to found the health organization International Integrators. Baldwin's father noted in a blog post for the org's website, "My path in life has been heavily influenced by Spanish language and culture, and not because I have an iota of Latin blood in my veins."
Hilaria has been extremely vague about exactly how much time she spent in Spain as a child, but her family history and time at NYU would suggest she would probably at least know the English word for cucumber.
We have tomatoes. We have, how do you say it? Cucumbers.
Accounts from people who knew Hilaria when she was younger remember her as Hilary, a fully white girl from Cambridge.
Not to mention the cavalcade of videos where Baldwin seems to completely drop any hint of a Spanish intonation.
Maybe that's why you wake up so early. You say, I want my mommy time.
The charade hit the fan in late 2020.
Hilaria posted a video on Instagram clarifying that she was in fact born Hilary and split her time between Boston and Spain,
I spent some of my childhood in Boston, some of my childhood in Spain.
which she says is the cause of her fluctuating accent.
Alec jumped onto social media to leave an absolutely crazy video defending his wife.
When you love somebody, you want to defend them. You got to consider the source. Consider the source. Consider the source.
I guess he's talking about the 50 sources.
Let's break it down. Do we believe her?
If Hilary's Spanish because she's really into Spanish culture, then I'm a wine sommelier.
I've been to a zoo, so I'm a zookeeper. She's trying to create this pull myself up from my bootstraps identity, and she was born in Cambridge, and she's rich as Why is she doing it?
One of her friends probably told her that the key to success is like, fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it is supposed to be, I'm really good at Excel, not like, I'm Spanish.
If people say that I'm not being authentic, that it hurts my feelings.
She needs to be different. She thinks being from Boston is boring, and it is. If I was from Boston, Massachusetts, I would lie about it.
What are you talking about?
Keep that to yourself.
This is a slap in the face of anybody who's Latino.
She is putting on another culture like it's a costume. We actually spoke to a linguistic expert about whether or not an accent can actually rub off on a person.
She's not putting on an accent. She's not putting on an act because she grew up in these two cultures. It's absolutely normal for a person to have some tints of one language into the other. It's called the parrot effect. When you come to a new country, you want to assimilate as much as possible. You try to just repeat what people are saying, and then you get used to this repeating and parroting, and then somehow you don't realize that you're losing a little bit of your authenticity in your initial language.
When I go home to Pittsburgh, where I'm from, maybe I'll roll out like a Ian's going downtown and that, like go Stillers. The accent will rub off on me, but the accent didn't rub her memory out of her brain. I don't think the linguistic expert would validate that.
A lot of people's accents come out when they're drunk. Has Hilaria been drunk this entire time?
You're onto something.
Her rebuttal
There's some stuff that needs to be clarified.
was wacky. Instagram video story is the new drunk text. It's like, put it down, girlfriend.
She said, I don't know why people want to make me feel ashamed that I was raised in two cultures. We want you to feel ashamed that you're a privileged white woman who's been pretending to be Spanish for a decade. I want to know how deep Alec was in on the grift. Did he just buy a ticket to the Fire Festival? Or like, was he booking the band?
If you marry a serial killer, you know that guy's a serial killer. But I think that they're just so rich and famous, they are literally delusional. So I guess I feel a little sorry for them.
It's hard to not feel sorry for whatever delusional personality disorder world they're living in. Like, that's a prison in and of itself.